Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your sweet teacher, Mr. Toàn. Thầy giáo ngọt ngào của quý vị đây, thầy Toàn đây. So I'm here once again to tell you another bedtime story. And the story for tonight is The Little Mermaid, nàng tiên cá. So as usual, I hope that you will enjoy the story a lot and have a very good sleep after listening to this story. Ngủ ngon sau khi nghe nha quý vị. Okay, here we go. The Little Mermaid, nàng tiên cá. Once upon a time, far out in the deepest part of the ocean, a sea king lived in a magnificent underwater castle with walls of coral, windows of amber, and a roof made of iridescent shells. The sea king had been a widower for many years, and his own mother kept house for him. She was a very wise woman and very good to the little sea princesses, who were her granddaughters. There were 6 beautiful children, but the youngest was the prettiest of them all, with eyes as blue as the sea. Like all the others, she had no feet. Her body ended in a fish tail. She was a strange child, quiet and thoughtful. While her sisters were delighted with the wonderful things that they obtained from the shipwrecks, she cared for nothing but the pretty red flowers she grew in the sea garden outside the castle. She loved to hear about the world above the sea. She'd make her old grandmother tell her all she knew of the ships and of the towns, the people and the animals. When you turn 15, her grandmother would tell her, you will have the mission to raise up out of the sea. Then you will see both forests and towns. In the following year, the oldest of the sisters would be 15. But as each was a year younger than the other, the youngest would have to wait 5 years before her turn came to rise up from the bottom of the ocean. However, each sister promised to tell the others what she saw on her first visit. As soon as the eldest was 15, she was allowed to rise to the surface of the ocean. When she came back, she had hundreds of things to talk about, but the most beautiful, she said, was to lie in the moonlight and to gaze on a large town nearby, where the lights were twinkling like hundreds of stars. In another year, the second sister received permission to raise to the surface of the water. She rose just as the sun was setting, and this, she said, was the most beautiful sight of all. The third sister's turn followed. She swam to a broad river that emptied into the sea. On the banks, she saw green hills covered with beautiful vines and palaces and castles scattered throughout the forest. Guess what's next? Đoán xem người thứ 3, thứ 4 và cô Út đi lên có những chuyện gì xảy ra. Hẹn gặp lại quý vị ở phần 2. See you in the next part. Part 2, okay?